Hi, it's Lee from colouringqueen.net, and I thought I'd come back and do part two of my Little Mermaid from Klara Markova's beautiful colouring book, Fairy Miracles. So I'm hoping that I'll get another picture finished this month for my Markova in March colour along on Instagram. So hopefully I'll be able to get through two of them, but I don't know, so far this month I'm not having a really good month. I've been inflicted with every sort of minor ailment possible, which when you add them all up is just, it's put me out of action for a bit, to be honest, but hopefully things will be getting better soon. Been to the doctors this morning, so if I go to the doctors, we know that I haven't found any way of solving the problem without getting away from it. So I don't really like going to the doctors at all. I'll put it off until the end of time, but I am getting so many allergic reactions to things and it's just unbelievable. I've got rashes and allergies happening all over the place, so I had to go to the doctor and try and get some cortisone cream to stop these infernal itches that I've got, which I could understand if it was spring, when all things are coming out new, but we're in autumn now in Australia, so I can't understand what I keep getting allergic to. Part of me thinks that when Buddy is out playing in the park and things like that, that maybe he's bringing back something and I'm touching it and I'm getting an allergic reaction to it, but I'm not sure. I really haven't worked out what the cause is of these hives and allergies and rashes and you name it. I'm breaking out everywhere. It seems like every part of my body is itching. But I've got some cortisone cream and some of those allergy tablets and all the rest of it, so hopefully I'll figure out what is causing these little skin reactions at the moment. But I tell you, it is so frustrating and annoying, and I apologise for my voice if it doesn't sound as normal. We've had rain for the last week here and I've got a bit of sinus as well happening, so luckily that's easy to fix. So anyway, enough about my little woes, which none of them are serious, they're just annoying. I hope you guys are having a great day today and that maybe you're getting time to colour in or relax or just do something that you enjoy doing. I've been to the doctors and I was going to take Buddy for a walk, but it is so wet and miserable here that every time I step outside it starts to rain. So I've taken the plunge and put some washing on and hopefully the sun will come out. If not, I'll have to crank up the dryer and dry them because we're going to run out of towels soon. It's been raining all week. And what I really hate is seeing all that beautiful rain go to waste. Like, we're on the corner so I can see it all, the water all over the roads and everything, and because I'm from a farm and we used to always have like one bath a week and it was shared with all the neighbourhood kids. It was in one of those laundry tub things which I've now got some strawberries growing in, not the same one that I used to have a bath in when I was a kid, and we had tank water and a dam and things like that, but I'm always really conscious of water because it was always, a bugbear when I was growing up that we never had enough, and so when I see it running out onto the streets, it just breaks my heart, and I'm one of those annoying people to live with too. You can't leave a tap running with me. Like, if you're one of those people that runs the tap while you brush your teeth, I'll just come up and turn the tap off because it's just annoying. So because I don't like wasting the water, and we've only got a very small water tank, it's only 100 litres, which is not much. I'd really like a big tank, like a slimline one that I could fit under the balcony and get all that lovely roof water off, and then I could use it for my garden, because the tank that we've got, it'd only keep my flowers watered for a day. It's so small. But so I've got all these buckets all around, and any sort of receptacle that I can find to catch the rainwater I'm catching, because the garden takes up so much water, it's unbelievable. So if I can save a bit for later when it's not raining, it's all well and good. And I put some water saver stuff in the soil the other week, so hopefully that's going to trap the water in there and save it a bit and prolong the effects of this lovely rain that we've been having. But I've really enjoyed the rainy days, even though I've got all these freaking allergies happening at the moment. It's just nice to sort of sit inside when it's raining outside. But every time Buddy goes outside, he's putting dirty little paw prints all over my wooden floors, so I have to keep mopping the floors, which is annoying. And I think, he doesn't care. He just smells like wet dog, and, he's not fussed. But I think he likes enjoying playing in the mud and getting his little paws dirty and whatnot. So he's off to the vet's tomorrow for his checkup after he had those 4 seizures the other week. So hopefully, they're pleased with how he's been progressing. Knock on wood, he hasn't had any more. So that's been good. And the great thing is that him and Millie are becoming such good friends. They're actually starting to greet each other of a morning, and she gives him a little kiss and he gives her a kiss. And last night she was sitting on the couch and he went up to her and gave her a kiss, and it was just so adorable. But you never have your phone ready to capture the moment, and then it's gone by the time you found your phone and gone to the camera app. The whole cuteness is already gone and they've moved off and done other things. But it's so cute that they're becoming friends and that they're liking each other and, enjoying each other. So I think we did the right thing, going really slow, introducing Millie to Buddy and making sure that she was safe. So that's good that these guys are all happy, and I can feel comfortable leaving them in the same room, that they're not going to hurt each other, and that things are going well for them. Of course, when Buddy has a seizure, it's a completely different story, because the aftermath of a seizure, he sort of goes a bit cray-cray and he doesn't really remember his manners or his commands and things like that. And so Millie's not really safe, so I have to lock her in the room when he's had a seizure, just to protect her. He wouldn't mean to hurt her, but he's a lot bigger than her, and he's not himself when he's had the seizure, and afterwards, for about at least an hour afterwards, he's not really himself. So best off just to, lock her up and protect her, because she won't understand, why he's different and why she can't lean up and give him a kiss and things are different. But, the joys of having pets with medical problems, or just the joys of having pets. So, other than the rain, that's really held up my gardening for this week. I had hoped to plant out some planter beds. I got some new dirt the other day, and I was hoping to put that in and put some more flowers in and get those underway, but this rain has really slowed it down, and now I've just got this giant hill of dirt sitting on my driveway, and it's been too wet to shovel it all up and wheelbarrow it where it's meant to go. So hopefully it'll, fine up a little bit towards the end of the week and I can get this done, because I really want to get my winter crop in and my flowers in and have them growing. And also I've got some bulbs to put in. I think I've got a couple of 100, and as yet I have no idea where to put them. Absolutely no idea, because I'm fast running out of space and I keep sort of expanding the garden area to make more room for my flowers, but I need to leave lawn space for Buddy to play on, so And of course we've got the pool, so that takes up a lot of room as well. So I don't know, we'll soon probably find a pool with floating pot plants in it or something because I'm out of space. It's a bit like my colouring cave. I've had to move books out because I've got no space, because Buddy and Millie take up a lot of room with all their little gadgets and whatnot, and they spend so much time in here. So I don't know where I'm going to put things. I'm going to have a big de-stash and get rid of some stuff because this house is just too small, way too small for us. So I've been working on my Prismacolor colour wheel now for, I don't know, be at least a good month. So hopefully on the weekend you'll see that. It's been a big effort, that one. Much more than the previous two that I've done for Black Widow and Polychromos. So hopefully that'll be out this weekend and you can see what took so long. But it's amazing how many times, you know, I have to redo these things just because of silly errors and whatnot. But it'll get there in the end, I guess. And so this afternoon I thought I might do a bit of cooking. I haven't used my pie maker for a while, so I think I'll make some just plain meat pies. And with this rain and stuff, it might be nice just to have, you know, meat pie and veg for dinner. Maybe I'll put some potato on top, like a cottage pie. I don't know. I just like using my pie maker. I find it so much easier. And I see that they've got a new pie maker that you can make 6 pies at a time. And I'm tempted, but I really don't have the room for another appliance, but I am tempted to get a 6 one because the 4 one I usually have to do 2 batches because the recipe that I use usually makes 6 pies. And so if it was just a 6 pie maker, then I could just make 1 batch and not have to run it twice. So that would be good, but I don't really need it, I guess. I think I'm trying to talk myself into getting the 6 pie maker and trying to figure out where I would put it in a very small kitchen, but I don't really need it. I've got the 4 normal size pies and I've got a family pie maker, which is, I actually use that one for cakes, not pies, because I don't really think it's big enough for a pie, so I use it to make layer cakes in. And then I've got 4 sort of small pie maker, but it's really small, so I use that for like cocktail quiches and like little tiny dainty type snack pies rather than actual meal size pies or serving size pies. So maybe I do need that 6 one. Anyway, my birthday's coming up soon. Maybe David will get it for me. I can't really think what I want for my birthday, to be honest. He bought me some bunny rabbit things last year with cups and all sorts on it, and my favourite cup broke. There was some wind and it was sitting on the coffee table outside and the wind blew it over and it got hit by a door on its way. So I really want that, but I've gone to all the shops yesterday and they don't seem to have that design this year, so that sucks. But I would have liked another one of those bunny cups. It was my favourite bunny out of all the bunny things that he bought me. But I can't think what else I would want for my birthday other than the pie maker, or maybe a food processor. But they're not really things for me. I always think of those things as admin gifts because they're gifts for the house. They're not really for you. You know, I mean, we both cook, so it's not really just for me. But David doesn't use the pie maker, and he also used to work as a cook in a Mexican restaurant, and he's one of those guys that can really fast chop and, you know, like on MasterChef, whereas I'm one of those slow and cautious, you know, it takes me forever to cut up an onion type person. So I'm the one that would use the food processor more than him. I can't actually believe I'm this age and I don't have a food processor. But, you know, I guess there's only 2 of us, so it doesn't take that long to chop things up. Am I talking myself out of the food processor now? But I do notice that since we've got Buddy that we are chopping a lot more because he has a lot of vegetables in his diet, has a lot of pumpkin and sweet potato and carrots and broccoli. Hello, Millie. So Millie's, thank you, Millie. Millie was joining us there for a little bit to put her tail of approval, paw of approval on the picture, hopefully. But she's sitting on the desk now. She's so cute. You might hear her purring in the background. We've got a little ant plague here too, so one just crawled over my page. I don't know what's going on with these ants. I can't seem to get rid of them. I've got this half bottle of maple syrup that I'm tempting them into, and David's using that as a decoy to get them out of the house, but they seem to be everywhere. And he was saying at his work that they're everywhere there as well. So I guess there's something going on, some environmental factors why we've got so many little black ants at the moment. But yeah, so for my birthday, I can't really think what I want David to get me other than either the pie maker or the food processor. So, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to make the meat pies this afternoon, and then I might make a lasagna as well and just put that in the freezer for later. So may as well, if I'm in the kitchen making one sauce, I may as well make two and get it done. And I thought while I was there that I could watch a bit of telly while I'm stirring, and while I'm waiting for things to bubble and trouble on the cooktop, then I can maybe do a bit of colouring or something on the side. So we'll see what happens. And I put some white Posca around these little tentacles over here. I hope it works out. I kind of wanted it to not look as defined, but I never have much luck with the Posca, so we'll see at the end how we went with the Posca. But usually I never have that much luck using it, and if I do put it on, I end up not liking it, and I always pick it off with my fingernail. It's just I always feel really self-conscious about it. But what else is happening? I think I've been suffering from procrastination lately. I haven't wanted to finish some projects that I've been working on, and so when I procrastinate, it's what I used to do at uni. I become this super cleaner. So when I was at uni, I had the cleanest light bulbs in the whole suburb because I used to take them out and clean them rather than actually study. So in my procrastination this week, I've taken the dishwasher apart and cleaned out all the parts of it and soaked them and toothbrushed them and all sorts. Not with the toothbrush that we use, just with an old toothbrush that I used to clean hard to reach things. And I was surprised how filthy that dishwasher filter gets. And then I run some dishwasher cleaner through it with bicarb soda and white vinegar basically. And now she's running beautifully. So then I went and cleaned out the washing machine and pulled that apart, and I had to get David's help to get some of the bigger bits out so that I could clean them and run a washing machine cleaner stuff through it. And yeah, so I'm moving my way up to the light bulbs. I've cleaned the fans and cleaned all those little places that you don't like to clean, like pulled apart the fridge and cleaned that and all the trays and whatnot. And then I cleaned all the little bathroom cupboardy things that, because I watched the Marie Kondo tidying up thing, I got obsessed with little containers. So our whole bathroom vanity is filled with like different size little containers that have got different things in it. So I've given those all a clean out and wiped them all down and wiped down all the Hope products that you buy that you use 2 times and you don't get 20 years younger. And so I've wiped those all down and put them away so that they can, fester in there and remind me how useless they are. But at least they're clean. But I don't know, with Buddy and Millie, there is so much hair in this house. I'm vacuuming constantly. And even out of the dishwasher, I was pulling out Buddy hairs. Like, it used to be in this house that it was my hair that was molting everywhere, and then Millie as a second, and hers was like a beautiful little fluff. And you could sort of, pick up those little cotton candies and put them away, but and mine, just was falling everywhere, so you could pick that up pretty easy, sweep it away. But Buddy, oh my God, does he molt? And I brush him a few times a week, and I just can't believe how much he sheds. Like, seriously, it's coming up to winter. You'd think he'd be trying to keep hold of his coat, not let it go. So, anyway, I just have to vacuum even more now with him. Because as most of you know, I have asthma, and the hair is not something that is good for me to have around. It might bring on an asthma attack. And so I just vacuum constantly. Luckily, it is an extremely small house, so don't tell David, but it only takes me minutes to vacuum. It doesn't take me that long, so it's not a huge task, but it's one that I really could do without doing, so many times a day. I just wish there was a way just to stop it. It's just everywhere. And so what else has been going on? I can't really think, to be honest. I should write a list of things that have happened in the time since we've talked so that I can remember. But I can't really remember at the moment anything. I think I've told you the highlights as such as they are. You won't believe this, we've decided to watch Big Bang Theory again, so that's 4 times. And it was 3 times in a row that we just watched it back to back to back, but then we had a break and we watched 2.5 Men and watched the complete season of that. There's that pesky ant again. And now we're back to Big Bang because, we'd seen the 2.5 Men whole thing and it really didn't cut it for us. I don't know if that show would be, made nowadays. I don't think it's the attitudes and the topics of the show might be considered that funny anymore. I don't know. I'd love to know what you think. And if anyone's got a suggestion for a good comedy, please let us know. We're really running out here and we keep going over and over the old faves. I'm glad we've finally decided to stop watching Seinfeld though, because I must have seen it 50 times. And I'm serious on that. I was watching Seinfeld when it first came out, when no one was watching it. So that's how many times I've been watching it over the years. I mean, it's still funny, but, enough's enough already. And I've watched Parks and Recreation that many times, it's not funny. The other day, David started watching it and he goes, "Oh, this is funny." And I was like, "Yes, I know, but I've already seen it 10 times and I don't really want to see it again." But hopefully we'll find something funny. I mean, if you've got a suggestion, please give us a suggestion. Because we're running out here. And we do have Netflix and we've got Amazon Prime as well now. So, we do have things to choose from, but we're not very good at giving shows a chance. Like, I know that show, Schitt's Creek, it's won awards and all the rest of it, but every time I've had a crack at getting into it, I don't really last. It just doesn't seem that funny. But maybe we like humour that's more in your face. I don't know. Maybe Schitt's Creek gets better after the first couple of episodes. I just didn't think it was that funny, but I'm probably the only person that didn't think Crocodile Dundee was funny. I remember when that came out and there was such a hype how good it was, and I thought the funniest bit was in the trailer for the movie. I thought it was more sad and disappointing that people actually thought Australia was like that. But anyway, I didn't think that was funny. And a lot of things that come out that people say are really funny, I don't think are funny. So, I don't know. Maybe I've got a bad sense of humour. I do like British comedies, and I really like things like Keeping Up Appearances and One Foot in the Grave and Friday Night Dinner, Trolleyed, that's another favourite. So, yeah. When I was a kid, I used to love the Carry On movies, Carry On the buses or things like that, but really loved Sid James and the British sense of humour, but now not so much. And there we have it, it's finished, and I have to tell you, I did use the Posca and I did pick quite a lot off with my fingernail because I didn't like it. And then I got very excited with my eraser and erased quite a lot of it off. But anyway, that's my picture done. That's it from me. Until next time, stay safe and happy colouring.